We will succeed, and that success will belong to every one of us. We should take comfort that while we may have more still to endure, better days will return. We will be with our friends again. We will be with our families again. We will meet again.
Reporters and anchors have been rehearsing the death of the Queen for over 30 years. These rehearsals will be immediately put into action. Online media outlets and newspapers already have news stories about the Queen's death. Lengthy obituaries and articles lined up to publish at a moment's notice. Major news organizations like The Guardian and Times are said to have had as much as 10 to 12 days of coverage ready to go.
Have you ever retired a human by mistake?
The most elaborate plans are for what happens if she passes away in Scotland, where she spends 3 months of the year. This will initiate a complicated series of Scottish rituals in different cathedrals, at the end of which the coffin would be transported to Waverley Station and then taken by the royal train to London. On D1, the day after the Queen's demise, the flags will go back up, and at 11 a.m., Charles will be proclaimed the King in the entree room of St. James Palace. He will carry out the first official duties of his reign by swearing to protect the church in Scotland. This will be the time Britain will show its lost glory one more time. There will be no fleet of bulletproof limousines and fancy cars on the streets. Rather, there will be horses, carriages, and men wearing cocked hats everywhere. People will be capturing a glimpse of the might of the British Empire in their latest smartphones.
Quite an experience to live in fear, isn't it? That's what it is to be a slave.
This will mark as the biggest event of the 21st century. Everything down to the last minute is carefully planned to give Queen Elizabeth a farewell, the kind of which the world has never seen. The procession from Buckingham Palace will be a huge military parade expected to accommodate 1 million people on the streets of London. It's planned that the parade reaches Westminster Hall just on the hour so that the Big Ben starts to chime as the wheels come to a stop. Before the dawn on D9, the funeral day, the jewels will be taken off the coffin and cleaned in the silent hall. It'll be the day of great sorrow. People will wake up to a day off. The stock market will not open. At 9 a.m., Big Ben will strike. The bell's hammer will then be covered with a leather pad, and it will ring out in muffled tones. At 11 o'clock, the coffin will arrive at the Abbey doors. The country will fall silent. The clatter will stop, train stations will cease announcements, buses will stop, drivers will get out at the side of the road, RAF will be grounded, and time will come to a halt.